Hey everyone, welcome back. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but we are back to learn all things AI, beginnerly to advanced. I've been spending so much of my time learning as much as I can about AI, and I want to get you involved as early as possible. You are not too late. So let's just be honest here for a minute. So many people I talk to about AI, friends, family, even in comment sections now and then, so many people say like, I keep meaning to try AI, but I don't know where to start. It's changing so quickly. I feel like everybody already knows how to use it. I've missed the boat or I'll figure out eventually, or AI is not here to stay. To the last point, I hate to break it to you, AI is here to stay, whether we like it or not. It's here. So we got to learn how to use this tool. Now, I know it's scary. I get it. The internet makes AI feel like this giant complicated thing that you either know or you don't know. And there's news articles every single day about the new changes, which I can't even keep up with them all. I'll be honest. It is a lot. Now, that feeling is a lie. You're not behind. You haven't missed anything. What's important is that you start. If you don't start, you can't get into it. You can't learn. So you just got to take this in bite-sized pieces. If you've been telling yourself that you just can't get into I want to bust those myths for you. I want to show a couple examples of practical ways you can use AI today while also making you feel a little bit more comfortable with it. All right, so let's get into 4 myths that are holding you back. Myth one, I've missed the AI wave. It's just too late for me to start. The AI wave is just barely beginning. I don't even think it's here yet. So many people are still refusing AI. The technology is advancing every single day, and it still has so far to go. But the important thing is that you're getting in now. Going along with this, the people you know who know AI, they're only a few months ahead of you. It's really only progressed within the last 8 months this year, and so they're not that far ahead. They just have spent a little bit more time on it than you. It is so easy to catch up because anything that's outdated, you don't even have to bother wasting your time on. You can just jump into where we are right now. Myth number two, it's too complicated. I'm not a tech person. You don't have to be. My background is in mechanical engineering. I don't know anything with tech. I took like maybe a coding class 8 years ago. I am not a tech person. The great thing is, tools now have coding capabilities built into them. They can create documents, files, programs, apps for you just by chatting with it. That's how cool AI is. It is so beginner friendly. You can turn yourself into a tech person without any sort of technical background. That's pretty amazing. When it comes to building AI, most of the people who created this created these tools so that they could be available to the general public. They wanted their tools to be beginner friendly. It is so amazing how accessible AI is. There's just so many people who don't know that right now. Myth number three, I'm so overwhelmed. There are so many tools. I don't know where to start. And you know what? This is a valid one. I was so lost when I got started, and that's what inspired this channel in the first place. Is I'm like, so many people probably feel the same way I do, getting stuck in the weeds. We've got ChatGPT, we've got Claude, we've got Grok, we've got Gemini. There are so many AI tools out there, and my advice is just pick one. They all have a free model. Some of them are better than others. I find Claude is like my personal favorite right now just because of all the connectors. I've also been using ChatGPT a lot as well. They're good for different things, but if you are just getting started, I would say go to ChatGPT, go to Claude, go to Gemini. Just start using one and get creative with what it can really do and what you ask it for. A good example of this is for a coffee shop. If you have Starbucks next to a local cafe, sure, one of them might have better coffee, but if you're just starting out with coffee, it doesn't matter which store you go to. You're gonna go in, you're gonna order a coffee, and mission accomplished. That's it. That's it. Keep that in mind when you pick an AI to start with. You can always change. These are so easy to change from one to another because you can just upload documents you built in other programs to train it on. Don't get hung up on which one's better for what I need it for. Experiment. You'll figure it out. You will find your way. All right. Myth number four. This is the one everybody loves to talk about, and that is simply AI is going to replace me. I want to make it so clear that if you are using AI, you are not directly helping the thing that's going to replace you. You are only adding tools and time back into your toolbox. When it comes to AI, it replaced tasks, not people. People still need to review this work. There are still so many tasks out there that cannot be replaced by AI. But if you are not using AI, it will replace you because you're not using it to its full potential. And I know that's a scary thought, but that should give you so much security that if you become an AI expert, if you start using this every single day and become knowledgeable about it, AI is trained off of other information. You are still one of a kind. You still have your magic touch behind all of the work you're putting out there. You're only making your life easier with AI. So the people at risk aren't the ones who learn AI. It is so backwards. The people at risk are the ones who refuse to. Because if you are stuck in the pre AI age, people are just going to outpace you. And that's the harsh reality, but it's true. So, learning AI isn't giving something up, not at all. It's picking up a tool that just makes you better at what you already do. So, now that we've busted those four myths, let's get into a live demo of how easy it really is to implement AI. Okay, so diving into an example, what does this actually look like on a normal day? Let's test it out. Let's see what it looks like. Now, I want to paint a picture for you. Let's say it's Monday morning. You wake up, you have a ton of emails, and so I went ahead, I connected Gmail to my Claude. This is super easy to do on Claude. If you want a tutorial on how to add connectors, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to do one. If you connect your email to this, I can simply say, "Good morning. Please go through my email and rank the most urgent messages in my inbox from 1 to 5, and then give me a summary of anything else I need to respond to today." Done. Okay, I'm going to start the task, and it's going to go through my Gmail and return a list. Okay, so you can see here it's pulling my inbox and ranking what's most urgent, and it's loading everything it needs it to. So that prompt took me less than 30 seconds. It's already going through all of my email threads, and then it's going to rank them for me. So I will spare you seeing everything in my email. If you want a more thorough example of this, I'm happy to give it. Just let me know. So then, say later that day, you need to find a handyman in your area because something in your kitchen broke. Again, super easy. You can say, "I live in St. George, Utah. My sink is broken and I need a handyman. Can you please find me the top three in the area and they need to speak English? Thank you." Okay. I'm sending it to Claude. So now it is going to do all the research for me. It's going to pull reviews. So here we have it thinking, let's check it back in a moment. And now it's researching all the handymen in the area. Claude just returned, here are three well-reviewed handyman options in St. George area for your broken sink. All of them operate in English. So it gives me three options, all of the ratings, all of the reviews, and then it'll give me a suggestion on which one I should go with. Absolutely amazing. For privacy reasons, I do not actually live in St. George, Utah. That was completely random. But if you need a handyman, check out one of these companies. Now it's dinner time. I'm looking in my fridge. I don't know what I want to make tonight, but I know that I have a few things in my fridge. So let's see what Claude tells us we should make for dinner. I'm looking at my fridge. I have chicken, cheese, spinach, tomatoes, and some onions. What should I make for dinner tonight? Can you give me three recipe ideas and a shopping list for anything I should pick up? Now it's going to go ahead, do some research, and respond with three easy recipes. The thing I love about Claude is that while it's doing all of this work, I can be working on other things. It has just handled my emails for the day, a broken sink, and meal ideas. And here we go, three in less than 30 seconds, and a shopping list for the things I need to pick up to make a delicious meal. I don't think it gets much better than this. And this is so easy to do. Like, you can do this tomorrow. Just play around with it. If you have any questions throughout the day, anything that you normally spend time researching, pop it into AI and just see what it says. There you have it. Four myths busted, three tasks completed, and they took hardly any time at all. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. I am trying to grow my channel, and that support would mean a lot to me. And then if there are any topics you're specifically interested in, I would love to hear what those are as well. I'm always researching and learning new things. I have some more videos planned, but I want to make sure that I'm making videos you're interested in as well. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one.